Dina Moskowitz, and we're here with Ecosystem Chronicles live at the JS Group meeting room at the Channel Partners Conference and Expo in Las Vegas. And things are really buzzing here. There are so many channel people here networking, learning about each other's technology. But I'm here with Clinton Gatewood, who's our Chief Customer Officer, Chief Data Officer at Partner Optimizer, and we're specifically going to be talking about the OMG value propositions of AI in partner intelligence. And so Clinton is someone that most of our customers get to work with directly, at least when they're getting started. And he is also one of the founders of Partner Optimizer. And behind the data, he is a former channel chief who has built channels of over 12,000 partners himself. So he comes to us with so much expertise, and he's very humble about it. And, thank you, Clint, for being on the show, because I know that you're really busy with a lot going on. Yeah. But what we wanted to talk about today with Clinton is what are those OMG value propositions that our customers of our partner intelligence platform for ecosystems, are experiencing on a regular basis that we don't have a chance to really broadcast to the world, but you're seeing them from the front lines.
Absolutely. And one of my first oh my gods is that I'm so happy to be here at Partner Optimizer and with Pipe right now. It's leading in this space of partner intelligence and AI driven partner intelligence. It's just really, really fantastic. And we see so many oh my gods and channel teams that I wish I would have had this 10 years ago or 15 years ago, because I wouldn't have recruited that many partners. But when we start talking about the partners and our customers that we have today, one of the big OMGs is that whenever the partners come to our customers come to us, they're really thinking that they're gonna have a time saver on their hands and be able to do things a little bit faster. But they don't really realize how much that good data that's coming in, and they're recruiting the right partners. You're recruiting them faster. Your time to revenue is faster. The time to activation and the percentage of activation goes up. And they're just like, oh my gosh, I've got a new revenue engine.
Exactly. I mean, that is the power of the platform, is that it truly is a revenue accelerator.
Yes.
And so many times, because of the pain points of why our customers come to us, you don't think they're thinking about doing something faster. But now to be able to equate it and measure it to revenue acceleration has been one of my OMGs as well.
Well, exactly. And you got to slow down and take that time to really build that out. But it's going to take that time that you spend in doing this and setting up and working with partner intelligence is great. And it'll really drive it, because like OMG number 2, when we look at that, is your recruiters and your time, they're spending a lot of time looking through Google and looking through Channel Navigator and what other tech stacks that you might, partner tech stack you might be using. It's, we're going to save, they're going to be saving 10 to 15 hours. We see that all the time. They come back and say, you're saving me so much time. I don't have to go to Google. I don't have to go to the website. I can come in, I can learn who they are quickly, place my call, and start working with them. And when you look at it from a channel chief perspective of how things are flowing through the deals, in your, if it's like a 50 or 60 hour deal to close those things, and they're saving 10 hours a week, just 10 hours a week on 5 people, how much faster are you actually closing a partner, which then goes back to what we said before, all that revenue drive.
Right. So you're accelerating revenue, plus also we're saving time, and we're saving resources on things that these channel executives don't normally like doing. They're kind of stuck doing. I mean, we all remember from those days where we have to look for partners ourselves and find them on, however we can. And you no longer have to do that. You don't have to wait. You can tune it in, find those right ones, and get started in talking.
It's frustrating to the salespeople you have too, because they have to go and research. They want to pick up that call. They love dealing with them, and so cut that out. Get with Pipe, and we'll start helping you cut that out. But then as we go through OMG number 3, this I really like this one too, because we get a lot of companies, a lot of customers come to us or prospects and say, well, I know the industry, I know what I got, I know who I need. And when we get them and they start looking at a demo, or they do even a pilot with us, they're like, oh my God, there's so many partners in here. The first 5 or 6 I open up, I don't know who they are. I don't even have them in my CRM. And they get to understand that I'm missing something out here. I'm just not finding them at the shows. They're not coming to those shows, or they're not in a list. They're not someplace else. And
well, I'll tell you, that's another thing that, people always say, well, why do you need a subscription to Partner Optimizer, which is a platform of partner profiles and discovery? And it's because the channel partner companies are dynamically changing. They're coming, they're going, they're merging, they're changing their names. And as that's happening, Some are better qualified to be your partner, and others you're losing business opportunities when they go away. And so, if you're not keeping your finger on the pulse, you're losing the opportunity to treat it like a dynamically changing, growing opportunity.
Which it is.
Yeah.
The channel's changing, the product are changing, the way that they're delivered is changing, everything's changing so quickly. And you've got to be able to have some tool. If one of your competitors makes a mistake, you want to be able to be on that right away. So use Pipe, find those partners, get out after them.
Yep.
So, which comes to OMG number 4, which I really like because, again, a lot of customers come say, well, I've got my IPP and I know what my ideal partner profile is. And whenever they then go put their best partners into Pipe, that's one of the first things you'll do is put some of your best partners in Pipe so that you can build a data-driven or a data-informed ideal profile. And what really shocks them is like they go in there and they put in 10 or 20 partners, and 60% of them match that profile. Other ones are actually dropping out, which tells you what? You don't have the right partners, and you have the right partners, but you have additional profiles. And one of the reasons you're so like 40% of what you consider to be your best partners, you're kind of ignoring them. You're not giving them the right communication, the right touch, the right way of driving them forward on their business model. And you should really be splitting those and approaching them differently in your marketing to new ones and how you approach them to help drive their business.
Yep. Yep. Not all partners are the same, and just because you have one product, it doesn't mean that you have one ideal partner profile. You have to fit your products into your business, your partners' businesses, as opposed to thinking your partners are going to fit into yours.
Right. Exactly. That's just the way that it goes.
Yeah.
but that's a lot of fun though when you see that, because it's just like this light bulb goes off. Like we had a partner that was in Australia, or a customer. I keep calling partners because I've been the channel chief in El Paso. Your customers, you folks that are watching this today, right? But there was a guy in Australia, a team in Australia, who had a profile, and he for MSPs, and he just wasn't finding anything he liked. So we got together, we helped him tune it, and when we tuned it, we found that the business attributes that really come out to him was that they were more trusted advisors than just managed service providers. Because not you go out and you look at the 40,000, 50,000 MSPs in the U.S., they don't all talk about being a trusted advisor. They don't all push that out there. In fact, very few of them actually put that on their website. Mm-hmm. So it's just that group is really good for them, and it took off.
Well, and that comes to a great point, is that as your partner ecosystem is growing and changing, you want to be able to invite different types of partners in to influence the sale and the partner and influence the customer from different angles. And so to be able to look at your partner ecosystem, and some of the business attributes are the same across, whereas others have to be tweaked in order to find those other types of partners. And so now you have that capability to do that on the fly, which our customers are really getting value out of. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we have a few more moments here too, because just another OMG is just really coming out. I'm talking to a lot of people here at Channel Partners, a lot of channel teams here, and some very large ones and some very small ones. But they're asking me about, and they're thinking rightly, is that how do I approach all of those, the 80% of my channel that isn't doing anything? And we're extremely good at that, and being able to analyze that set of partners and have the different partner, different ideal partners for each one of your products and each one of your segments. Yeah. Then you can look at that and say, okay, out of these 3,000 or 10,000 or 800 partners that I have, which ones meet the profile for each one of my products? Even if it's one product, do they meet it? Yes. Okay, well, go out to those 100 and throw the other 2,500 out. Mm-hmm. And it's just, I just want to, it's just an add-on to what we were going to talk about, because it's just happening here at the show right now. Everyone's looking at that because we're a quarter in. Yep. And they're looking at, okay, well, maybe my quarter didn't go so well. Maybe then they're tempted to look at that long tail again, and they're going to waste a lot of time.
Yeah. But the other thing that's happening right now is channel teams and partnership teams are being asked to do more, but with less resources. So I feel like the people we're meeting here are the cream of the crop, because they're making it through the layoffs. They're making it through the cuts, and they have no choice but to make more out of their roles and make more out of existing partners, because they don't have as much time or as much resources to go activate recruiting of net new partners as well. So let me ask you, Clint, who do you find is using the Pipe platform the most? Because it can be used by many different types of roles, but tell us more about who you're finding using and adopting the platform.
I've seen it across many different user types. I see a lot of the channel chiefs, and especially I see a lot more channel marketing folks coming into the CMOs, and also coming into the platform, because the intelligence that we're giving isn't just about discovery. It's about how do you manage and continue to communicate without deaf ears out to your channel, and how do you get better results instead of touching a company 29 times or 28 times to get them coming in. How can I reduce that to 17 or 18 because I know so much about them? So those are adopting the platform. Channel teams are coming in and they're having a lot of fun actually with it. You can lose yourself in it, but you're finding great stuff. So they're using it a lot, and then a lot of the line people are starting to use it. So especially in the larger companies, I won't name anybody right now, but they have their partner business managers, or they have their partner development managers, and they're all starting to use it. And I hear it here at the show. I've talked to 10 or 15 of those types of individuals. Like, you're saving me 10 hours, 15 hours, and it's not frustrating. I don't have to go to Google. I don't have to go here and just have a painful experience. It's a great experience. I get right to selling, and that's it.
Yeah. Now, as far as, we like to say that the profiles that we have of each partner are kind of like a battle card, right?
Yeah.
Are you finding that the channel sales teams are actually taking the time to learn and adopt that in their process, or?
Yeah, that's as more and more people come into to Pipe from each organization, it starts to spread. So there's one company I'm thinking about. The partner business managers are talking to the other partner business managers and getting them to jump in. So it's like, it's not even the leaders that are telling them to come in here, and they're doing it because whenever you look at the profile that we have, you could call it a battle card, but it allows you to see what is their biggest business model, what are the competitors that they're pushing, what are the adjacent vendors that you're working with, that you can then use that to have a talk track when you call them, and you're demonstrating that you know their verticals, and that call wasn't like, oh, I got the best, greatest product in the world, and I only have a demo, right? Click. No,
Yeah.
you can really talk to that owner and talk to him precisely and impress him.
Exactly. I mean, again, you can do so much more with so much less, and by knowing which of those partners you can actually talk to and about what they care about allows you to have a much more effective conversation together, talking with someone versus talking at them.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much for being on, Clint. It's
Oh, it's
always good
fantastic,
to
yeah.
have you in the front here, because I want everyone to know and see that Partner Optimizer is really being led by channel chiefs and people who have domain expertise in B2B technology that goes way deeper. So it's our people plus also our platform and our data mining that really enables this to be a very unique solution that's making a huge difference in our channel customers. So, Clint, thank you so much for being on.
No, thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. So I'm looking forward to my next episode, and I think it's in another couple minutes from now, and we're going to be featuring Allison Bergamo, and
Fantastic.
she's awesome. We're going to be talking about AI and partner intelligence, because without good AI, without good partner data, you cannot do more. You cannot do as much with marketing. So she's here to talk specifically about how she's been getting her expertise refined so that she can do more with less for her clients in all around AI and partner intelligence. So look forward to talking to you again soon. Stand by, and Clint, have a great show.
See you soon.